Hi there, I'm Jo Cottrell from Dog Trouble Foundation, and I rescue, rehabilitate and rehome dogs, particularly from Greece. And just wanted to give you guys some advice, those of you that are rescuing dogs from abroad. So the first thing you want to do when a dog comes to you is pop a long line on them, because they're often quite scared or a little bit unsure. They've never been in a house before, and sometimes they might get spooked by something and run off in the house and hide, or run off in the garden, jump a fence or go under a hedge. Hey pigs. So by having a long line on, it enables you to be able to get to them without having to grab them, or if they're a little bit frightened like Pixie, without having to go into their space. So I'll keep a long line on Pixie for a few weeks, just until she gets settled. So if you can, when you take her out in the garden, just take her out on a long line and then just let her go wheeze. So go wee wheeze, Pixie, go wee wheeze. Good girl. And then praise them when they go for a wee, so that they know that's where you want them to go for a wee. Good girl, Pix. And then we'll just go into the house and I'll show you where Pixie will stay for the next couple of weeks, just to give her a little bit of security. So this is where Pixie will stay for the next couple of weeks. So what I often do is set up a little crate for any dog that's just come, so that they know it's their safe place. Come on, Pix. So she can go into her crate. Come on, in you go, good girl. And I'll just leave her in there, just to settle down. So the worst thing you can do is let a dog have the whole run of the house, because they can often go and hide places, they can often get anxious, and also some dogs, they can get very, very comfortable and become quite powerful in a house and start barking and reacting at the front door and start reacting to people or dogs when they're coming in. So just having them in one area is a lot better. And what I'll do with Pixie is pretty much not interact with her too much at all. So she just gets the feeling of the place, and I'm not putting too much pressure on her by going into her space and trying to touch her all the time. I'm just letting her settle for the next week or two, and then I'll start to bring her out on her long line and start to explore places. Hey Pix, good girl. So you notice with Pixie, straight away she'll often go and fly away. So if I go towards her sometimes, let's just set up over here. Hey Pixie. So this time she'll come to me. I'll greet her underneath her chin. Thanks, Olive. That's very kind of you to help. Because she's a shy and insecure dog, I don't go over the top and try and touch her over the top, because it makes her flatten and makes her a bit timid. So I always go underneath to give her that reassurance. Good girl. There you go. Come on in. Come on in. Pixie. Pixie, Pixie. And then if I want to go and get her, instead of having to go and grab her, I can just pick up the end of the long line. Pixie. Pixie, come. And I can just reel her in. Good girl. And then give her that praise underneath her chin. So it helps build her trust. It helps build her confidence without putting too much pressure on her. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys that are rescuing a dog from abroad, and keeps them safe, keeps them building their trust, and hopefully they'll turn into a lovely dog that you'll have lots of loving from and lots of enjoyment from. So good luck.